Hello everybody. Yeah. StarCraft. Yeah. It's Elazer going up against HeRoMaRinE in the Homestory Cup 25 Group D. And we are here on Crimson Court. Not the most stock standard map. I personally like this map a lot. Got those rich geysers in the middle. And on the sides, we have this completely walled in kind of like left and right area. Like, if you look at the minimap, we're basically just playing at this, well, kind of like elongated portion. Only just two paths going towards each other's bases, and that's it. You really have to break open the rest of the map. So it's kind of a very interesting map because of that early game being so different from the late game. Because the map just completely changes. And we've seen some sneaky builds where you open up a path towards your opponent, get some zerglings in there, or get some siege tanks behind the wall if it hasn't been broken yet. Now, interesting to see from Elazer here, going for a later gas versus HeRoMaRinE here. Ooms is just going for a standard Reaper expand. So the speed is going to be a little later. Now, what do you do against that? If you're HeRoMaRinE, you are very aggressive with your first two Hellions and Reaper. You don't keep them at home for any type of like run-by shenaniganry. You just go across the map and you can stop some creep tumors from spreading. But creep tumors that are spreading behind this wall are completely safe. So, pretty cool map. And let's see how these players trying to tackle this map. Factory going down here for HeRoMaRinE. And the Reaper is in the mineral line. The first drone becomes an extractor, stays alive. The BGs agree with that. And no drones going down here. And we see a double inject coming out of Elazer, going for the double queen. So it's a two-base opener for now. And personally, I'm a fan of two-base openers. And your opponent doesn't really know if it's a two-base opener because this third base is locked behind this front area. So if you get like a Roach Warren Evo chamber and like two queens, they're not getting in. They're not getting in at all. Tech Lab onto the first factory, very interesting. We see Command Center coming down, second barracks as well. And HeRoMaRinE is just pumping out those Marines. This Reaper trying to see what he can see. And this drone is dutifully mining out the golden minerals. Getting that little bit of extra income, but mostly just opening up a third base for Elazer here. And we see a quick lair coming out with a Roach Warren double gas as well. So is this going to be a Roach timing coming out of Elazer? Or is he going to slap down the fourth gas and go for a two-base muta opener? We will see. We do see the Overlord speed, so it's almost guaranteed going to be a queen drop with Roach reinforcements. Kind of an all-in in most scenarios, I would say. It's heavy pressure, at least. So we get the Overlord speed, we get the lair for Overlord drop. We're going to drop our queens in the natural or the main, I'm not sure, and just reinforce with speed roaches. Now we did see the lair spotted by this Reaper. Good job by HeRoMaRinE, and notice that speed has completely been omitted. There's no Zergling speed on the map. And HeRoMaRinE, he's running around with this Reaper. He's getting all that scouting information. He knows what's up. He sees the four gases, actually. And still hasn't seen the third base. The Dropper Lord is on the map. HeRoMaRinE hasn't seen that, but he has seen the Roach Warren. Now he sees the Roaches as well. We don't have Roach speed. And how many tanks? Only one tank. The tank lab was actually given to the barracks here. We have 3 racks, however, so HeRoMaRinE is ready and waiting for any type of low unit attack to come his way. His Marines almost have speed. Dude, if HeRoMaRinE just, like, runs in with Stim and kills this Overlord, I feel like this game just ends. Look at him move out with all of these Marines. Elazer's feeling a little awkward. but he's not making any drones. He's just following up with more roaches and ravagers. He's gonna go for it. No third base in place. It's in the main. So what is he gonna do here? Is he just gonna spread creep and keep it at that? Just kind of a pressure. Just make sure that the third base can't be taken right away. One forward tank here can be sniped by 3 Ravager Biles. Does go for the snipes onto those depots. This bio does have stim. We don't have any medevac. Starport only halfway done. And 2 depots do go down. HeRoMaRinE does not get a supply block by that. And a little creep tumor stops his third from getting into position. Oh my god, the bio runs on in, kills that overlord. All of the queens are gone. One of the tanks did end up getting sniped by the corrosive bile. The Ravagers run in, but it's only Ravagers, and Ravagers are a little weak in the armor department, so they do melt very quickly versus any amount of bio. Behind this, we see 12 more drones being added on for Elazer. He's going to be skyrocketing up to 70 workers here. Infestation pit behind it, and no Evo chambers just yet. Now we see double Evo going down. I want to see 1 drone mine out the rest of these golden minerals, because if there's like a triple drop over here and your army needs to push itself through these minerals, it's really annoying. But he's going to take down the rocks, going to take a 4th base as well, and Elazer seems to be setting up for a nice game. Nice little early pressure. Now let's look at what HeRoMaRinE is doing. He has +1, he has the combat shields, he has the stim, and the first medevacs are on their way out. And with that, he can start moving out, especially against those roach-based compositions. They have a lot of issues dealing with drops, especially on top of that, because we only see 3 queens on the map. Elazer ended up dropping and losing all of his queens on HeRoMaRiNE's side of the map. So let's see if Elazer's ready for this. I guess you just double spore in both bases. And Elazer is in position to receive this drop. Oh my god, the click downs on the Ravager. Nice job by HeRoMaRinE. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. All of the Ravagers go down. Ravagers are expensive. They are 100. They're basically a muta worth in resources. And 100 is pretty expensive. And those Ravagers were invested into early. Double ups are underway. HeRoMaRinE is privy to that. Another drop is coming out. A lot of roaches are being created here by Elazer, and that's one way to deal with this. Just trade down these drops so that they can't do too much. But this is going to be very annoying for Elazer, getting pulled apart on 2 sides of the map. Behind that, we still see siege tank production, second factories even coming in. And in the main, this drop is gonna wreak havoc. A couple drones already going down. We do have a hive. And of course, HeRoMaRinE scouts that instantaneously. 65 drones remaining for Elazer here. Has lost only 4. But just never really got up to that 80 drone count. And now is just forced to make a lot of drones. Tries to fix that up with a 7 drone burst. Look at that, just running around these medevacs. So annoying. But spores cost drones, so you also kind of don't want to make those right now. 2 Vipers are coming out. The Vipers are a pretty nice answer versus the medevacs. If you get a good parasitic bomb, like a, yeah, it's a parasitic bomb, like a nice cloud on the medevacs, you get a lot of damage on multiple medevacs, especially if it's a hectic fight. Oh my god, HeRoMaRinE's moving out 4 tanks already. If you park them near this 4th base, there's not much the Zerg player can do, and he's slowly leapfrogging forward. Look at this defensive positioning from the siege tank. But this 4th base is pretty much forfeit until the Vipers arrive. And maybe he can come from multiple sides, but hasn't cleared up these rocks. No creep on the top side. So the 4th just goes down, and Elazer back on 3 base. Whereas HeRoMaRinE is building his 4th base. Oh my god, the Vipers got clicked down! Oh no. Oh no. I mean, that's just terrible. He doesn't have any gas to spend on more Vipers. He's super gas starved. He doesn't have this rich geyser, and now he's engaging into a tank line off of creep. Does get 2 of the tanks down, responding to this double drop that is leaving the main force. So he does get the pounds onto the rest of this army. 2-2 not finished for Elazer just yet. Only getting Carapace, actually. Or only getting +1 range, not Carapace. That is surprising to me. And another drop in the main, doing some drone damage. And another drop at the third, also doing damage. Drop in the natural, doing damage. Did I say that roaches are not good against multiple drops? Because, my god, every base is being dropped right now. And Elazer's just being pulled apart here by HeRoMaRinE. Every base we look at, drones are dying or the base itself is dying. And it's just going from bad to worse. Roaches are running everywhere, and Elazer taps on out. HeRoMaRinE making it look easy. Takes down Elazer in game number 1 on Crimson Court. And HeRoMaRinE looked pretty huge in game number 1 there on Crimson Court, edging out Elazer in that first game. I loved Elazer's opener. I love 2-base openers in general, and he didn't really get what he wanted, but he still got some nice pressure. But then, like, HeRoMaRinE's drops were just everywhere, and it was very difficult for Elazer to respond. I don't know if it's worth it to, like, tech into something to respond to it more, or, like, do something with units, like actually invest more cash into defending those drops. Is it spores? Is it queens? Is it infestors? I don't know. But they looked really OP. Like, do you just need to keep attacking to prevent the drops from doing so much? Do you need to keep your queens alive? I don't know. But it would be a huge thing for me if you would subscribe to the channel for more StarCraft 2 action. Maybe a couple other video games as well. And, thank you very much. SCV gets stuck on the minerals, what? StarCraft units are so weird sometimes. Another Reaper expand from HeRoMaRinE, and we get the overpull from Elazer. Went for the 15 hatchery. Or, I said overpull, but it's overhatch, I suppose. Go 15 supply, hatchery, and then an overlord. Like double extractor trick, then overlord, then pool gas, or gas pool. But definitely pool gas here. Definitely. And what is this SCV thinking? Third CC before the factory's even down. HeRoMaRinE has got that macro mindset. And this Reaper is again in the natural. No Zerglings coming out of Elazer here. One of the advantages of that slightly earlier pool from Elazer. You get the earlier queen, so if you just keep your drones alive, the dream, that is the dream, but the queen can keep your drones alive, so you don't have to invest into those early links. Look at that, 0 links built by Elazer here. And he's going for the double queen production behind this first queen. Let's see if he goes for a third base or goes for another 2-base-esque build. I hope the latter. This drone is getting... Oh! Oh my god, I don't know what happened. He was made into a spore and then he was not made into a spore. It's like, nope. Management says it's too expensive. I'm sorry. The poor guy. A Baneling Nest is being created. Bunch of links coming out, but the speed is rather delayed. And the third base trying to be created. The queen can be a little bit more forward here. Double queen. Oh, the third base goes down. And HeRoMaRinE is none the wiser. But all of these links running across the map. And it is a 3cc. Here, Elazer hasn't even seen the CC. He's just doing this blindly. And... oh, he's trying to take gases. That is a pure bait. That's a fake and a half, dude. Look at that. Taking gases, instant cancel. Hella fake. 22 more links coming out. He's going to make some banes here. If only this Reaper died to the queen somewhere. Would have been really juicy. Oh no, HeRoMaRinE sees the links. He knows what's up. He has to know. Well, he knows something is up. He doesn't know it's a Baneling bust. Oh my god, the Lings run in? Now you know. You shouldn't. I mean, but what can he do? Oh, he has a shit ton of Marines. He has 3 barracks. Once again, the Marines can be pre-split. The slow Banes are going to bust the main wall. The Lings get on top of some of the Marines here, and all of the SCVs are pulled off the line. The fisticuffs are coming out, and these little drills will be used to mine some Zerg innards. And the Lings are here. Baneling explodes, gets targeted down by the Marines, and the Lings... They get 17 SCV kills, more Lings coming in, and now the drone production starts up once again, but there is a third CC. It's on location. It's on location. Oh my lord. Factory in the front with an engineering bay. There's literally no factory. It's just 3 barracks with an upgrade. That is like... If your Marine was going into a factory, like... This might have been so much easier, but that amount of Marines is really hard to take down with so much buffer from the SCVs. This one, Reaper's going out again to try and see what he can scout out. Double Evo here at the natural. It's going to be scouted instantaneously. The drones are coming out to the third base. And Elazer is in an okay position here. I wouldn't say it's terrible. And HeRoMaRinE, I would say it's a comfortable position. You have to chill until you probably have enough bio with at least stim, which he does have. He has stim, combat shields, and +1. Oh my god. But only now just starts the starport, so the medevacs are going to be late. What do you do as a Elazer here? I think you just want a 4th base now. Like, how is he going to move across the map? It's going to be a while. Like, he's going to move onto creep and have no way out. You are investing in 1-1. No Baneling speed just yet. We don't have a lair. Just hatch tech. Hatch tech, 2nd and 3rd gas only now just coming out, so a lot of mineral economy here for a Elazer. A couple Banelings are coming out. He has creep coming towards his 4th base. And no creep here, though. It's going to cost a lot of Zerglings to stop these Marines from doing what they're doing. The stim has been used, though. The Banelings try to get into that Marine clump. The hand comes around the waist, but the Banelings evaporate before they can connect with the Marines. Nice kite back by HeRoMaRinE, and the Marines get killed, including that one Reaper. But it's a decent trade for HeRoMaRinE. He gets a little pressure on the board. And most importantly, he forced Elazer to not make drones. Like, look at that. He's now making 12 drones, but he wasn't making drones during that attack. He's making more Zerglings, spending gas on Banes. Like, that gas could have been an earlier lair and whatever. We're getting Bane or Burrow, though. If we get some Baneling landmines up in here, that would be really cool. The 3rd base is down. More barracks are coming out. Wow. 8 barracks in total, 5 already producing. We see siege tanks coming out. The first medevacs are on the map, and instantaneously a drop is deployed. And let's see how Elazer deals with this drop this time around. This Ling, though, spots them right away. Let's hope that Elazer actually saw it. We do have decent creep spread here. 2 more bases for Elazer. He's exploding onto the map, but HeRoMaRinE says no. The hammer comes down, and this 5th base does get the cancel off. Only loses 75 minerals and a base. 2-2 is started here. If Elazer can hold on, he's in a pretty okay position. Oh my god, these Marines take a pretty good fight against these Zerglings, and it's Zergling only. Baneling speed only just starting. How many queens do we have? Only 4 queens. So Elazer skimping a little bit on the queens. So look at that. Boom. 3 spores down. I kind of like that. He's like, game 1, I got super owned by these drops. It's not going to happen again. Oof. Nice drop behind the mineral lines, using that reducing that surface area. For the Lings, the Banelings come in Clem style. He clicks it down. Only 1 Marine going down to the Banes. Good trade for HeRoMaRinE, and on the back of this, just making more and more stuff. The war machine of HeRoMaRinE is churning out a lot of Marines. He's making an army worthy of Mordor, as Saruman would say. Burn it down. And he's going to burn down all of this creep. Oh, Elazer hasn't cleared that rock just yet. We have 2 siege tanks here to anchor the fight. And these Marines come in. Oh, Elazer does prick down. Oh, Banelings, oh my god. They are out of position. And this gold base has to be cancelled once again, but the outer bases are still alive here for Elazer. The Ling Bane has to defend, it has to hold on. There's no extra tech, it's just Lings and Banes. Ooh, what a gnarly place to have a siege tank. This one is also pretty gnarly. If you're the Zerg player, like, you can't really hit that siege tank. And no mutas underway, it's just a fast hive. We have an extra macro hatch as well. We have no infestors. It's just straight Ultralisks, I think. Maybe with some Vipers. And these Marines are doing so much work. The creep has been cleared up. No extra Banes here. All of the Lings getting cleaned up. And oh, yoy. A lot of Lings were just evaporated by those Marines. +2 attack versus just +1 carapace. And now the 2-2 finishes for Elazer. But already one very bad trade occurred. And a drop at the top here. This surface area for HeRoMaRinE, I mean, never mind. He doesn't look at that engagement. Oh, that tank position. Dude, HeRoMaRinE, the nastiest tank positions I've ever seen on this map. And we've done games before with HeRoMaRinE where he's like, yep, my tank's going to sit right there and it's going to be super duper annoying. Elazer now stuck on 4 bases. His 5th has been killed. There's 3 spores, but HeRoMaRinE don't care. Just a triple drop in your main buddy, whilst I'm still pushing at your 4th base, or yeah, 5th base. And a second wave of Marines come out. The Banelings barely get a shot off. Do get a nice hit from the Burrow Bane, but doesn't kill all of those Marines. And now the drone line is in peril. The long distance mining gets punished. And we have some Vipers coming up, but they don't spawn with a lot of energy. There's no upgrade for that. It's just pure time that you need, and a little bit of help on any building. These Marines are so red, but HeRoMaRinE just keeps on pressing in. The Lings run in from only one location, and 2 siege tanks blast down these Zerglings. 1 siege tank does go down. Oh, and the Lings, they get on top of the low health Marines, and the tanks actually do that friendly fire damage. Queens can spread the creep. All of the Queens have been pulled off the line. No more injecting is happening. The Ling Bane at the 4th, trying to keep that base alive. 10 more drones have fallen. And HeRoMaRinE is making this very uncomfortable for Elazer. No creep is here. Like, no overlords, no queens. Spreading creep, at least. They can't even transfuse. Oh my god, look at the cost efficiency from these Marines. Adrenal Glands is almost done. And, oof, that feels bad. A blinding cloud on 1 siege tank. Look at the Marines behind that tank, dude. His positioning, HeRoMaRiNE's such a sexy beast. Not just saying that because his biceps are, like, huge. Mine are not, sadly. I don't play Terran, obviously. Terran is literally plus 50% testosterone gains, my guys. It has been proven. I think Zerg, like, ups your estrogen times 300, I think. It's like a triple multiplier. It is what it is. Nothing wrong with estrogen, obviously. We need that shit as well. Lings coming in from the bottom, get a nice fight. The Banelings try to connect onto the Marines, don't find all of the connections, and now the 4th base for Elazer is forfeit. It's dead. The bottom base just respawns, and the drones can be redistributed to the bottom base, but the Naturals mining out. The Marines in the main. The Lings are locked behind the Queens, and just discoordination, the disruption that HeRoMaRinE is forcing onto Elazer, and HeRoMaRinE is just playing so fast that he's making Elazer look a little silly. And that is the power of a really good player. It's when you make your opponent look bad. That's when you know that, goddamn, playing good today. Dropping the main, dropping the natural, and Elazer investing in all of those spores, and that's why he didn't do it in game number 1. It helps a little bit. It's a band-aid solution, but it doesn't stop the really good players from not dropping it. This is basically why we went Mutalisks for like the first 5-6 years of this game existing. I think we only went non-muta compositions when Legacy came up. And HeRoMaRinE clicks down the 3rd base. We do get a nice surround from the Lings. Adrenal Glands Lings are still really good. +3 attack on the bio, though. We do see a decent trade, but This just feels so desperate for Elazer. His lings are super cost efficient, but it's the only thing he has. His 4th base is barely alive. He reestablished his 5th base, actually. Spore Crawler's crying in the corner because he doesn't have any creep. No lifeline for you. And he's trying to reestablish his creep spread a little bit. Elazer, look at the map. 0 creep spread. And HeRoMaRinE is just slamming down the hammer, but look at how much it's taken out of HeRoMaRinE as well. He's only just taken a 5th base. Like, it takes him so much time and energy that he can only, like, have 4 bases running, basically. Like, also expanding and adjusting your infrastructure, etc. Not part of the plan. He's just infinitely pushing. Could even float over his main if he doesn't expand for too long. Oh, we'll see big run-by drop here into the 4th. More drones going down, and Elazer just has to keep reproducing drones and lings, basically. Luckily, he does have that 1 macro hatch, because he's been losing hatcheries a lot this game, so that macro hatch is so valued. Oh, the Banelings manual detonation doesn't get the manual detonation off, but I don't know if the mines helped him more or helped HeRoMaRinE more. I'm not sure. But nice pickups by HeRoMaRinE, and Elazer has to call the G to the G. Holy shit, that is so scary, dude. Like, that makes me just not want to play StarCraft. HeRoMaRinE playing Terran to almost perfection, just taking the good trades. That just makes me want to play Muta every game. I never want to get dropped like that. I just want to pick off those tanks before they get too much value. Holy shit, poor Elazer. HeRoMaRinE just... Holy shit, that was some good StarCraft. HeRoMaRinE. He's big. He's really big. Finishing the group 10-0, first place, easy. And Elazer, believe it or not, gets 2nd place in this group, 7-5 map score. Trigger gets a 7-6 map score. So, and I think even 3-2 for Elazer and 2-3 for Trigger, or was that Drogo? I'm not sure. But it was pretty close. You can look it up on Wikipedia. There is a link down below in the description somewhere, so you can look at how the whole tournament transpired. Don't look up all of the results though, because we're still doing the entire group 8, or a round of 8. Like the entire playoffs we're doing for posterity, and they're probably the best games. And I might go back for a couple group stage games because it is a little unclear when there is a next tournament coming out, and I won't be doing any of the Saudi tournament. I'm not doing that shit for free. It's also not the World's Finals. Katowice was, Sarl won. He's the world champion. Don't at me. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, anything. Do appreciate it. And I hope you are enjoying the videos, and I hope many more will come. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.